There's that man again.
Man, I'm guilty. Guilty. Guilty, guilty, guilty. What am I guilty of? Ignoring extremely good fragrances. But I look to remedy that. Here are 5 of them that I have to make an apology to. Make sure you stay tuned. What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to the Teddy Files. I'm your resident sommelier, Mr. Dierras Teddy. And today I'm going to talk about 5 fall fragrances that I can't wait to get on my skin. See, these are ones that I just got in not too long ago. The one I'm going to talk about first, I got in maybe about 2 or 3 months ago. So it's of course it's relatively brand new, but since I've never worn it, it's completely brand new to me, and that would be Malloud by LPDO or LPDO, however they want to be called. I'm not sure, but for me, I smelled it, of course, on strip. Get a little bit of a sample on skin, and beautiful right off the top. Rich honey smell, rich, thick honey smell. A little bit of cinnamon, a little bit of tonka. Not so much tonka. It has vanilla in it. You get a little slight hint of leather, but mostly what you're going to get is honey and cinnamon. And it's, once again, it's thick and it's rich. It's perfect for the fall and winter season. I cannot wait to get this one on my skin. I have been kind of sneak sampling it over the last couple of months, over the summer months, just to kind of get an understanding and get a little bit of a feel for it. So when I got the opportunity to talk about it, I would get an understanding of not so much the fragrance notes. So I'll put the fragrance notes up here on the screen, but more so about how it made me feel. And it's a very laid back and chill and relaxed fragrance. Moments in where you can wear it, it has a slight bit of playfulness to it, but it's not so much a playful party scent. It is definitely very much an adult grown scent. Young men can pull it off as well, but it's more so for the 30 and older guys that want to have that bit of a mysterious feel to, how they come off as far as their fragrance. And this is one that will definitely pull that off for you. Yes, on the other side of the bottle. That's the Lipido. So you want to get a nice fragrance, and have a beautiful sillage, because I did have a nice little bit of a sillage when I did a little test spray. So I could still smell it on my arm. I didn't spray it outside or anything like that. But as I was walking around the house, I could continue to pick up the whiffs on my arm. Not sure about the longevity. Like I said, we just fell into fall. So as we falling into fall, this will be probably the first fragrance that I wear next week to work, just to kind of get a feel of it and see how it works out and everything, and also see how it works in a work environment. So what I'll do is leave a link in the description box. You guys can go check this out for yourself. If you like honey fragrances, you'll actually love this one. That is Malloud by LPDO or Lipido. So I don't know if you guys can tell, but it is Sunday, 10 for me, because I'm from Baltimore. I live in Baltimore. I am a big-time Ravens fan, and I got my Ravens uniform on today. It's as close as I'm going to get to anybody's Ravens uniform. But it is Ravens Sunday. I'm a big-time Ravens fan, so I'm recording this video right before the game starts. So, but I still wanted to get some content out. I've been gone for a while. Once again, I'm still working on my book. I have other couple of projects in place that I'm doing. I actually have a event coming up this weekend where I'm going to be selling some of my baked goods and things of that nature at the Corvette Car Show. So there's a whole lot going on, but I definitely wanted to make sure I got back and tapped back in with the family. And I got another fragrance up that I gave a wearing to yesterday. Now, I've heard a lot of people talk about this fragrance. A lot of people say that it can be a little bit challenging. It might be a little bit screechy even. On strip, I would have to agree. When I sprayed it on a piece of paper, it was a bit, it didn't appeal to me. It didn't appeal to me, but I said, you know what? The best way for me to figure out whether I'm going to like this or not is to actually spray it on skin. I sprayed it on skin, and it was almost like a magic trick happened. It opened up in a way that was so magnificent that honestly, this might be something I'm going to get several wearings out of just this week alone. And it is a clone of Effing Fabulous by Tom Ford, and that would be Fabuloso Intense. So, like I said, I gave this a wearing yesterday. And the day before, I got it the day before, I sprayed it on strip. I'll leave the notes over here in the corner so you guys can check them out, or they'll just be coming up on screen. But when I sprayed it on paper, it came out a little bit bright, airy, and fruity, and then it started to come down. And as it came down, it had almost like a burnt tar smell. And I was like, wait a minute, I don't know if I'm going to be able to pull this one off, because I damn sure don't want to walk around smelling like screeching tires. So I said, you know what? Yesterday, I had to go out and run some errands. I said, this would be the perfect time to wear this and see exactly how it pumps off my skin, whether it's a nice wearable scent outside, or if it's just something that the day that I want to be daring, I'll wear this. I wore this fragrance yesterday, and it opened up in a way that you could not believe. You didn't get any of that burnt rubber smell that I got off the paper. It basically held onto the top notes and blended them into everything else. So if that burnt rubber smell was still there, it did not come off my skin. As a matter of fact, it changed into something completely different once I wore it. I completely and totally enjoyed that fragrance. I enjoyed it so much to where came back in and went out with some friends to go to dinner, and said, you know what, I'm going to give one more spritz. One spritz on the chest, went out. Didn't really need to refresh at all, actually, because it was still pumping pretty good off of all of my pulse points. But it was just enjoying that opening top note once again. It's absolutely great fragrance. Now, what I'll say is this. Like I said, I've seen a couple of people say this is a challenging fragrance. Now, if you decide to blind buy it, that is your choice. I blind bought it. I'm a fragrance reviewer. So we kind of blind buy a lot of things because that's what we do. But I'm not going to say I recommend this. But what I'll say is, if you know someone that has it, if you know anybody that has this fragrance, or if you know somebody that actually has Effing Fabulous by Tom Ford, of course, they're not going to be anywhere near the same quality of fragrance oils. But if you have, anyone that has either one of these, see if they can give you a bit of a sample or a decant, or even if you can just go over there and get them to spray it on your skin and you figure out it for yourself. But for me, this fragrance was freaking awesome, man. Freaking awesome. And that is Fabuloso Intense by Maison Alhambra. So the next fragrance that I want to talk about is one that I heard my guy, Bowtie the Fragrance Guy, Mr. Darian, talk about quite a few times on this channel. And I was out one day in the wild fragrance hunting, and I happened to see it at a Ross, and I said, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and give it a shot. Darian talks about it. He's probably not going to talk about things that don't smell pretty good. Like, everybody knows that scent profiles are completely and totally subjective. Some things that may work for you may not work for other people. But so far, a lot of the things that I have gotten that he suggested have been right on par with me and what I like and my taste. So I said, I'm going to give this one a shot. And when I grabbed it, I absolutely thoroughly enjoyed it. But once again, I could not wear it because I bought it in the summer. And this is definitely not something that you want to wear. I mean, you can wear it in summer if you want to, but high heat, definitely not recommended. Maybe nighttime, hanging out, going out on a date or something like that, this might actually work. But I definitely know it's going to work for the fall weather, and that is Burberry London. So, like I said, I'm going to put the fragrance notes up on the screen. If I can get this atomizer around the proper way. But what I get, lavender, right up the front. Lavender, cinnamon, bergamot, a little bit of tobacco, slight bit of leather. Definitely got that Burberry DNA. This is a gorgeous scent, and it's going to be perfect for this fall season. This is something that when I used to see it back in the day, I wasn't interested. You know, I had my run with Burberry. I'd worn it so much because the original Burberry, for one particular moment in time, was my signature scent. I wore that every single day. Wore it to the point to where it was just now, I never wanted to smell it again. And then I got into Burberry Touch, and also I absolutely love Burberry Touch. Have to get another bottle. I can't believe I haven't bought another bottle of that one. But I've found myself now revisiting a lot of those Burberry fragrances. I'm gonna get the original one again because now that I've gotten older and a little bit more mature and more in a place where I can enjoy that type of fragrance, as opposed to trying to spray it for people to smell and like it and give me compliments and stuff. Now I can spray it and just enjoy it because it's something that I want to wear. So, and that is going to be the same with this one. Now, if I get a compliment from it, absolutely wonderful. But I'm going to enjoy wearing it for myself simply because I love the scent profile. And hey, I wear fragrances for me, you know. So that's what you all should do. That's what we all should actually do, wear fragrance because we enjoy it. Everybody's not going to like what you're wearing, but as long as you like what you're wearing, that's good enough. So make sure you go out if you can get an opportunity to. I'll put a link down there in the description box if I happen to find it for the best price available, and that will be Burberry London. So the next fragrance that I have up, this fragrance brand has been out for a pretty long time. I've never had any of their fragrances before last year, and when I bought this fragrance last year, I did not wear it. I don't know why I didn't wear it, but nonetheless, I didn't. But this year, I'm definitely going to give it a wear. I'm going to probably be wearing it this week, and that would be Boss the Scent. So, with this one, you got, of course, Maninka fruit. You got ginger, mandarin orange, slight bit of leather, some woods. But the scent itself, I've lost my damn mind. I don't know why the hell I did not wear this last year. I have no clue. I smelled it. I liked it. I bought it. Got an opportunity to sample it at a fragrance counter. And I don't know why I didn't wear it. I think it was just I was more interested in wearing some of the other things that I had at the time. And by the time I got to the point to where I wanted to wear this, it started getting hot outside. Probably not a good time to wear something like this. It has a good bit of sweetness to it. Once again, I'll put the fragrance notes up here on the screen so you guys can see. But yeah, it is a really good scent. It is actually to me right up my alley when it comes to the kind of fragrances that I love to wear, which is another reason why I think it's a crime that I didn't wear it last year. But I will be paying for that crime this year. Well, not paying for it. I ain't going to jail over no damn fragrance. But I will be, let's just say, I'll be making up for that this year. And I will be wearing this several times because I love the fragrance. I love the scent. I actually sprayed it on my skin, on my arm, you know, giving it a test spray. And I love how it comes off my skin. Not sure how long it's going to last, but not worried about the longevity, just worried about the scent. And if that's where you are, if you know anything about how long it lasts, go ahead and leave a comment down below and let me know if you feel like it lasts long on your skin. But we all know that fragrances are, once again, they're subjective. It's subjective as far as smell and what your taste is, and they're also subjective as far as fragrance longevity, because things don't last as long on certain people as they do on other people. But once again, I will come back talking about some of these fragrances again, you guys, and let you know how long this fragrance lasted on me. But just for the experience of wearing the fragrance, I will be wearing this week. The last fragrance that I have for you guys is a more refined and gentlemanly fragrance that I'm definitely looking forward to wearing this fall and winter. And that would be John Varvatos EDT. So, this fragrance right here has a lot of sweet accords in it. Some of the accords I can mention with the amber, tamarind, and dates. But for me, it has more of a hint of sweetness. To me, at the top note of leather is what's dominant in this fragrance. It even has caramel, alabama, hay. It has hay in it as well. But once again, the way that they blended this, they did something beautiful with this leather and made it almost like a Corinthian leather type of smell. Like it has that really rich, just refined leather smell, and the sweet accords are almost like they're like the backup singers to the main, to the main singer in the group. The main singer in the group, the David Ruffin, let's say, would be the leather, and the rest of the Temptations come in at the end with the amber, tamarind, and dates, and all of the rest of them. So the harmony within this fragrance blends so well together that, to me, even though it doesn't last very long on skin because it's an EDT concentration, it still brings out a beautiful symphony, almost Grammy Award winning type of fragrance. If you like to wear it in the office, professionals can definitely pull this one off. It's more so for the let's just say the older gentleman, the guy 30 and above. But if you're a younger guy and you just want to wear what you want to wear, hey, I say go ahead and look into this one. You can't go wrong with it. And it's not an old smelling fragrance, and that would be John Varvatos. Well, everybody, once again, thank you for joining me over here on the Teddy Files. You did not have to come and check out this content, but I'm certainly glad that you did. There are so many people out here that you guys could check out, and you come check little old me out, and I truly appreciate it. Well, once again, please make sure you hit that like button because it helps the content to grow. Make sure you comment down here in the comment section. Tell me what you thought about today's fragrance lineup. Tell me what you liked. Tell me what you didn't like. Whatever it is that you guys want to say, make sure you keep it respectful. Also, make sure you share this content with people that you think would actually enjoy it. I truly appreciate you guys, and I truly love you. And once again, you know the name. I am Mr. Diarras Teddy. You know who I am. I am your fragrance sommelier. And over here, you know what we don't do? We don't do stink. So please, don't be a stink ass. Have a good one.